And you are ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, residents of the town of Dayton. This is the Town of Dayton Planning Board public hearing slash, regular meeting held remotely on Wednesday, April 22nd in 2021 at 6 p.m. Due to the increasing concerns surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, this meeting slash public hearing will be held remotely with no physical meeting location. Those seeking to provide public input should do so using the methods listed below. Video and audio of the meeting will be aired on Comcast Local TV 9 at a later date. A recording of the meeting will be available on the Town of Dayton YouTube channel at a later date, which can be accessed using this link, www.youtube.com/Town of Dayton Planning and Land Use. Again, that is www.youtube.com/Town of Dayton Planning and Land Use. Public input may be provided using the following methods. Contact our office at keasterday@dayton-mass.gov. That is keasterday@dayton-ma.gov. Use the email subject line public hearing /meeting April 21st, 2020 public input and include your name and address for the record. You may also call 508-669-6421 extension 114 during the meeting and leave a voicemail if necessary. Again, that number is 508-669-6431 extension 114. You may join us via Zoom to join the Zoom meeting at the link provided, or you may dial the telephone number of 646-558-8656. That is 646-558-8656. The meeting ID is 988-9483-5364. And the passcode for this evening's meeting is 456742. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and may everyone please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under
God, indivisible, with liberty
and
and justice
for all.
for all. Thank you very much. At this time, due to our recent election, it is by law that we must reorganize the board. I'm going to step down, and Mr. Woods, would you take over the meeting, please?
I would like to nominate Timothy Raj for the chairman of the planning board.
I will second that.
I
Are
do
there
accept
any
the
other
nomination.
nominations for chairman?
And okay, we're gonna have to vote on
I'll
that
say it
first.
again for the third time. Are there any other nominations for chairman?
Nothing from Jeff.
Nothing
All
from
in
Chris.
favor?
Aye.
Roll call.
I would like to,
Figurito,
okay, can you repeat that, please?
I'm gonna do a roll call vote for the chairman. I'll start with Mr. Figurito,
Aye.
Mr. Cavallo,
Aye.
Mr. Cunha,
Aye.
Robert Woods is an aye.
Thank you, Mr. Woods. I do accept the nomination, and thank you, board members. I'd like to, at this time, entertain and open nominations for the position of vice chair. Any nominations for the position of vice chair?
I will actually like to invite Mr. Woods as vice chairman.
I
There is
second that nomination.
There is a motion and a second for the nomination of Mr. Robert Woods for vice chair. Any further nominations? Any further nominations? Hearing none, let's vote by roll. Mr. Figurito,
Aye.
Mr. Cavallo,
Aye.
Member Cunha,
Aye.
Chairman Rhines, aye. At this time, I'm going to move on to the nominations for the position of clerk. I will open the nominations. Are there any nominations for the position of clerk?
I'll nominate Joseph Figurito for clerk.
Is there a second?
I will second that nomination.
There's been a motion and a second. Any other further nominations for the position of clerk? Any further nominations? Hearing none, let's vote. Vice Chairman Woods,
Aye.
Member Cavallo,
Aye.
Member Cunha,
Aye.
Chairman Rhines, aye. Congratulations, Mr. Figurito.
Well, congratulations to you as well. And Mr.
Thank you,
Woods.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
I'd like to, at this time, move on to agenda item number
Oh, wait
4,
a
and it's confirmed.
Excuse me, Mr. Rhines, we got to make a nomination for the Community Preservation Committee.
Exactly right, Vice Chairman Woods. Thank you very much. At this time, I'm going to entertain nominations for the position of representative to the Community Preservation Commission. I'll nominate Mr. Robert Woods, Vice Chairman. Is
I'll
there a
second
second?
that.
There has been a motion and a second. Any further nominations for the position of representative to the Community Preservation Commission? Any further nominations? Hearing none, gentlemen, let's vote by roll. Clerk Figurito,
Aye.
Member Cavallo,
Aye.
Chairman, Member Cunha,
Aye.
Chairman Rhines, aye. Congratulations, Mr. Woods.
Oh, thank you.
It's an outstanding committee, as we very well know. I've had the pleasure of serving on that, and I may think about that in the future. So thank you for that. I would like to move on to agenda item number 4, and it's to confirm the next meeting date of May 5th of 2021.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Motion been made, and there's been a second. Any further discussion on the next meeting date of May 5th of 2021? Hearing none, let's vote by roll. Vice Chairman Woods,
Aye.
Clerk Figurito,
Aye.
Member Cavallo,
Aye.
Member Cunha,
Aye.
Chairman Rhines, aye. I'd like to move on to agenda item number 5B, and I'm sorry, 5A, and that is to review, discuss, and act on the Form A application of Donna Canavan, 2792 Elm Street, map 23, lot 12. So, gentlemen, you received in your packet, we had received an application, and at this time, I'd like to read correspondence that was received to the planning board. And this is to Kerry J. Easterday, the office manager of the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals, Town of Dayton, 979 Somerset Avenue, Dayton, Massachusetts, 02715. Says, hi, Kerry. On behalf of my sister, in parentheses, Donna Canavan, and myself, parentheses, John Bruce Zazmuda, we requested the A&R plan for 2792 Elm Street, Dayton, Mass. be withdrawn and not submitted to the board. In regards, John Zazmuda, Donna Canavan, owners of property at 2792 Elm Street, Dayton, Massachusetts. So what we need to do, members, is we need to vote to accept that the applicant has withdrawn their request.
I'll make that motion.
There's
I'll
been a
second
motion, is
that.
there a second? Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, let's vote by roll. Vice Chairman Woods,
Aye.
Clerk Figurito,
Aye.
Member Cavallo,
Aye.
Member Cunha,
Aye.
Chairman Rhines, aye. Mrs. Easterday, is there any further action that we need to take on this issue?
Yes, there is. Following that, there's another request from Miss, forgive me, Mrs. Canavan, requesting that the filing fee of $250 for the application either be refunded to her or applied to the application for the subdivision. since there was no project review and there was no engineering fees or costs installed on that, and there was, the applicant has officially withdrawn, and it was officially accepted, as well as, forgive me, as well as no decision was rendered on the application, the board is at liberty to grant the request.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we either refund the $250 or apply it to the next step of the process.
I'll
I'll
second that.
second. 2 seconds. 4 times.
Motion
Thank
has
you.
been made and seconded. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, let's vote. Excuse me, by roll. Vice Chairman Woods,
Aye.
Clerk Figueredo,
Aye.
Member Cavallo,
Aye.
Member Cunha,
Aye.
Chairman Ryan, aye. I believe that should close this matter out at this time.
I believe so, but there, Miss Donna Canavan is here. I don't know if there's anything she wants to say.
Canavan, you have the floor, ma'am.
I sent Carrie an email today. I was hoping to hear back from her, but I didn't. Taunton has a J form, which is a cross between what the zoning board and the planning board. And I was just wondering, if Dayton had something in its place. And also, I'm still very bewildered as to how a subdivision consists of one house on 32 acres. And I wanted to know the time frame to go for the next step.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Certainly, Mrs. Easterbeck.
So Ms. Canavan, I did respond to your email at 12:39 this afternoon with a CC to Mr. Zazmuda as well as Roy Delano and your attorney Killoran.
Yeah.
So the town of Dayton does not have an application process like the city of Taunton that you refer to, application J. There is no option for that. The only option is the application for a subdivision. In the email that I sent you, you were also asking for the time frame on that. I sent you the planning board's yearly schedule with the application deadlines. So it based upon when you get that application and we'll determine when we can have your public hearing on that matter. As far as your question regards to the explanation of a subdivision, the easiest way I can explain it to you is the application that you submitted to the Zoning Board of Appeals was to seek a variance for insufficient frontage, which was 250 feet that's required. And you sought to have, the applicant sought and was granted to allow the subdivision of property into 2 separate parcels. Lot 1 containing 40.68 feet of frontage and Lot 2 containing 160.07 feet of frontage. This action only approved the insufficient frontage, not the creation of the 2 lots. In order to create the 2 lots, a subdivision application must be submitted to the planning board. So I hope that explanation helps. What the approval that you got from the zoning board only approved the insufficient frontage. You got a variance on that. It does not create the 2 lots. In order to create the 2 lots, you have to submit it as a subdivision to the planning board. And that is why you're applying for a subdivision, because you're dividing the property.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I did not get your email. I will check again, but
I would check again, because I know it, your engineer Roy, when I CC'd him on it, I know he received it because he did say, And I replied to your email, so it was the same email address.
Okay.
But I'll be happy to send it to you again if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, please resend it because I
Sure.
didn't get it. But I will check again. Maybe it went to
I don't
spam.
think this is anything about it.
This is
Will
something
do.
different.
I will do that.
It must be
Thank you.
coming up.
Okay,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Carrie.
Ms. Engineer.
you're welcome.
So I believe that closes that issue off for this evening. I'm going to move on to agenda item, which 5B, and that's the public hearing, to continue the public hearing for Forest Hills Estates Special Permit Conservation Subdivision 0, Harvey Street, map 3, lot 28, 38, and 78. Now, gentlemen, everyone received in their packets from the applicant. I'm going to read an email that was received, and this is from Attorney Joshua Glass to Terry East today. It was CC to Jay Tolman, and subject was Forest Hills Estates Dayton Mass Planning Board public hearing, April 21st, 2021. And it was dated on Wednesday, April 21st, 2021 at 9:19:35 a.m. Please, Terry, consider this as the applicant's request for a continuance of this matter to Wednesday, May 19, 2021. Thank you and the board for your time and attention to this matter. Best Joshua W. Glass, Apex Companies, 100 Main Street, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, 02860.
They just pushed it back.
So, gentlemen, I'm going to need a motion to continue the public hearing for Forest Hills Estates until our May 19 meeting.
Is that, quick question there, is that the latest correspondence? I'm confused, my wires are crossed. I thought we're talking about it tonight. We're not talking about it tonight. Very well, so
No.
moved.
So,
The applicant has requested us to continue the public hearing.
Very
So,
well.
gentlemen, again, I'm
I thought
going
I saw it
to-
later in.
Yeah,
Okay.
it must have
thank
been
you.
later in the chain. Before I entertain a motion to continue, I'd like to see if Attorney Glass would like to say something.
No, sir, Mr. Chair, just wanted to appear for the courtesy of being heard on this matter. Thank you for the time.
Attorney Glass, isn't he for them?
Nope.
Thank you, Attorney Glass. So, gentlemen, this time I'm going to entertain a motion to continue the public hearing for Forest Hills Estates Special Permit Conservation Subdivision 0, Forest Street, map 3, lot 28, 38, and 78 until our May 19th meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any further discussion on the continuance? Hearing none, let's vote by roll. Vice Chairman Woods.
Aye.
Clerk Figurito.
Aye.
Member Cavallo.
Aye.
Member Cunha.
Aye.
Chairman Rhines. Aye. Thank you, Attorney Glass, for appearing this evening, and we look forward to seeing you on the 19th.
Thank you as well. Take care.
That's it.
So, gentlemen of the board, I'd like to go down to agenda item number 6, and it's to approve the meeting minutes of March 17, 2021, and April 7th, 2021. They may be done as a group.
I'll make that motion.
Motion has been made. Is there a second to accept the
Second.
meeting minutes of March 17th and April 21st? And there has been a second. Any further discussion on the acceptance? Hearing none, let's vote by roll. Vice Chairman Woods,
Aye.
Clerk Figurito,
Aye.
Member Cavallo,
Aye.
Member Cunha,
Cunha.
Abstain.
We have an abstention. Mr. Acuna was new to the board. He was not here for either of those meetings. So I will vote aye. Let the record reflect there was 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Thank you, gentlemen. At this time, I'm going to move on to agenda item number 7 as correspondence. And we did receive some correspondence, and this is in regards to, I'll read this very quickly. And this is from the Town of Dayton Finance Committee, 979 Somerset Avenue, Dayton, Massachusetts, 02715. Phone number 508-669-6431, fax number 508-669-5667. And this is for the fiscal year 22 budget meeting schedule. The planning board is scheduled for April 22nd, which is tomorrow evening, and we are up for 7:30 p.m. I will be in attendance, as well as I'm sure our office manager, Mrs. Easterday. Mr. Woods, will you be attending also, sir?
I go to all finance committee meetings.
Thank you, sir. So you will be there. Any members, I don't believe, I think that all the members could attend as long as you do not say anything and, have a response, and we would not have to post a meeting by law. The same situation just arose with 2 members of the Board of Selectmen were present. It wasn't a posted meeting. Neither one of them had any response or anything like that, no deliberation. So that's fine. So I'm going to again say that we are meeting with the Finance Committee again on April 22nd, 2021 at 7:30 p.m. So I will be on the Zoom meeting, as well as Mrs. Easterday and Mr. Woods and any member who would like to attend. So at this time, I'm going to open it up to public input. And under public input, just recently, I've had some correspondence go back and forth, some emails with our office manager and Dayton Woods Estates up off of Dayton Woods Circle off of Buck Lane Road. And what they'd like to do is possibly have the planning board accept their roads at this annual town meeting. But the caveat with this is that the subdivision itself has not been completed, and the gentleman who is the project manager, as well as their attorney, has said they could possibly get things done by the end of next week, and would like to have us have a placeholder for their road acceptance. Now, in regards to past road acceptance, there's always been board procedure that we always have punch list items that are received by our engineer. And our engineer will go out and make sure that any punch list items that have not been completed will be completed, and he will sign off on those. So it's my own personal belief is that through procedure, we should not allow the project manager or their attorney go forward, would have us to put that agenda item on to the warrant. Now, this is just a discussion, gentlemen. This is not a vote. I'm just going to have an open polling to get the members' opinions on this matter. So I'm going to start with Vice Chairman Woods, if you would, sir.
Okay, yeah. Is there any way that we could possibly hold back some funds to cover the punch list until such time as the town meeting? I know they want to get it done, but I understand that, the punch list needs to be finished. And there's a time frame, to put a warrant article forward.
What's he talking about?
We could possibly hold back some funds that would cover whatever work needs to be done on the punch list. And for whatever reason, if the work is not complete by town meeting, we could just table the article. That's my opinion. I'm throwing that out there. It's something to think about.
I think that's a very good opinion. But the thing is, prices are so unpredictable these days that if we set 1,000 up, it may end up costing 3,000 later on. And I still feel that we should stick to the rules. You want the acceptance, you submit your paperwork on time, and you do it the way it states on the books. I really don't think that we should allow any, we shouldn't have any variations at all. The rules are rules, and they should be done that way.
Yeah, I echo that. Sorry. I'll let you finish. Yeah, so I think, like what Mr. Figueredo said, I think I'd be setting a bad precedence. And, you know, there's a reason we got these rules. I know they want to get it done, but they're just as aware of the timelines as everybody else. And I think if we skirt the rules, I would ask if you're not speaking, if you could please mute your microphone. Hill M, you keep chiming in. So there are set rules and set guidelines in the town. We have to stick to them. It is the gist of what I'm saying. But I recognize if they want to get this done, if they can't get it done in time for the annual town meeting, which is what it sounds like, as Carrie mentioned in the email, there is another option in the fall. Usually there's a special that happens in the October timeframe. They could try at that time. That's my opinion, though.
Member Cunha, any opinion on the matter?
I agree with Member Cavallo and Mr. Figueredo. You know, the rules are there for a reason, so let's try to adhere to those, you know, every which way we can.
Yeah, I'd have to, I tend to agree. You know, I'll just say this is that we have a project above of Cedar Street that a member happens to live in, and we're going through a punch list situation up there. And we're hoping to get the contractor to get up there and complete that type of, his work up there also. So we just don't want to run into a situation where, you know, we're up against the time frame in any manner, and that's just not acceptable to me, and I don't think that's acceptable to the board either.
I'm glad you brought that up, Chairman Ryans, because I'm that member on Cedar Street that you're off of Cedar that you're referring to, and I would not appreciate if the planning board accepted the road without the punch list being done. I would not be okay with that, and I don't think any resident of the development should be okay with that. And if it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't matter what the developer is telling you. Until they do their job, this is the only way we can hold them accountable. Where it hurts.
I absolutely agree. And I think that, just, you know, my opinion going forward, that I'm going to have a sit down with our office manager and send some wording off to the project manager and also to the attorney on this matter, and just let them know where the board stands. Any further discussion on that? Just, you know, open matter?
I'd just like to say that I wasn't pushing for that, what I spoke about, you know, holding the funds back. It was just throwing that idea out there. But I do agree, you know, if the punch list ain't done, then they should not get the acceptance. So I am on board with that.
Amen to that.
My whole concern is if we bend for one, we got to bend for all. We bend.
Exactly.
It's
the thing you got to be careful of here is precedence, because as we've learned recently, that if you make a decision, it's recorded, and it comes back in a nice listed email of all the things you've done before.
You're right about that.
Not okay with that.
You know,
very good. I think we all agree on that.
Before we adjourn this evening, I just want to congratulate our new member, Chris Cunha, for stepping up as a citizen and running for the planning board. We welcome you, sir. I look forward to working with you, and the board will educate you going along the best we can. If you ever need any help, feel free to reach out to me. I'll make sure that Mrs. Easterday not only sends along my email address, which you have now, but also my phone number privately, so you have it. And I really look forward to it. It's tough in this day and age to get residents to step up to run for positions in town. And Mr. Woods and I can, speak for that personally, serving on certain committees where, you just don't have a full board. There are times where it may be full and then it's not. So again, Member Cunha, congratulations on your recent election, sir.
Thank you very much. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Welcome aboard, Chris. Nice to see you. Put a face to the name.
Thanks. Thanks. Likewise.
It's only a
So I just want to,
I saw you all on the prior meeting, so
He's been stalking us.
that's right.
So I just want to give the members a reminder before we adjourn this evening that our next meeting date is May 5th of 2021. And
Keep an eye out.
contact our office manager, and she'll have our packets ready to go, and she'll contact everybody via email with when you can pick up your packets and also the Zoom information and so on and so forth. So I look forward to working and seeing the Finance Committee tomorrow night. There is an issue that I will bring up, and I think the members know what I'm referring to. And I see somebody fishing in the background. Thank you. I didn't realize it was that full of a meeting this evening, but thank you for your attendance. But I'd like to thank Selectman Hull for coming on board this evening and watching our meeting and see how we do things via Zoom. It's been an experience for all of us, especially when our first public hearing. But I'm sure that we will be able to control that coming up again, or any further public hearings that we have with a massive amount of people. So I just want to thank our office manager for her hard work in getting those meeting minutes together from Forest Hills Estates. I know they were quite lengthy. It was a long meeting. I am going to speak to members about, I'd like to set a time frame in regards to the next public hearing on how long we're going to take public input or that type of thing. So, if you could individually just send your thoughts together in a quick email to the office manager, and if someone says 5 minutes, somebody else says 7, somebody else says 3, then we're going to go by the average medium, I guess, and split it down the middle. So, and you hit the difference. So I just want to thank everyone for attending this evening's meeting. Thank you, residents of the town of Dayton, and I'm going to entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second
Motion has been
that.
made, and there's been a second. Any further discussion on the motion to adjourn? Hearing none, let's vote. Gentlemen, by roll, please. Vice Chairman Woods.
Aye.
Clerk Figueredo.
Aye.
Member Cavallo.
Aye.
Member Cunha.
Aye.
Chairman Rhines. Aye. I'm a little remiss. Vice Chairman Woods, congratulations on your acceptance to be the Vice Chairman.
Oh, I thank you. Say hi to Joe
Thank you,
Pacheco.
Cable.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
Hi, Mr. Pacheco. How are you, sir? I'd like to thank Cable TV for putting us on again, as always, and good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.